You know that feeling, right? You're stuck on a website, typing into that little search box, trying every keyword you can think of, and getting absolutely nowhere. It's like hitting a bill.
Yeah. Or you try their website, then the app, then you call, and the person you finally reach has zero clue what you've already done. It's so
It
frustrating.
really is. Makes you just want to give up sometimes. And, well, it turns out we're not alone feeling like this. There's some data floating around suggesting like 84% of customers feel they're putting in way too much effort online.
Wow, 84%. That really sets the scene for what we're digging into today, doesn't it?
It does.
We're looking at the future of customer experience, CX, specifically for 2025. And the big theme seems to be knocking down those barriers for customers, making things smoother.
Right.
We've got this interesting blog post that lays out 5 key areas, 5 frontiers where businesses really need to innovate.
Okay, so this is kind of an insider look for you, the listener, on how companies are trying to, well, make your online life a bit easier. We're exploring these 5 frontiers to see what's changing and why it actually matters to you.
Sounds good.
Let's start with something we all use constantly, website search. This sounds like it's becoming a real focal point.
Oh, definitely. It's kind of amazing how many people just go straight for that search bar.
Hmm.
The stat mentioned is 43%, almost half.
43%.
Yeah. It's basically the new digital receptionist, your first point of contact.
And if that first contact is useless, it just kills the whole vibe, doesn't it?
Total.
The post we read highlights how many people just bounce, just leave the site if the search fails them. It's not just annoying, it's actually lost business.
Absolutely. Businesses are losing people before they even see what's available. Search isn't just a tool anymore, it's a strategic, a
Yeah.
differentiator.
Right.
And the post talks about some cool ways companies are trying to upgrade their search. One big idea is this unified search architecture.
Okay, unified search. What does that actually mean for me when I'm, trying to find something?
Well, imagine searching for something, and instead of just scanning product names, the search pulls results from everywhere.
Everywhere. Like what?
Like the FAQs, maybe forum posts where other people had the same question, even support ticket answers, possibly, all in one results page.
Mm.
So say you're trying to assemble something, you might get the product page, sure, but also a forum link with a solution, maybe the official guide, all together.
Okay, that actually sounds brilliant. No more endless clicking around hoping you land on the right page.
Exactly.
The article also mentioned NLP, natural language processing. How did that play in? Make search smarter.
It does. NLP is basically about teaching the search engine to understand, well, us, human language.
Right.
So they train the AI on the company's own stuff, help articles, product details, maybe even old customer service chats.
Uh-huh.
And then the search gets much better at figuring out what you mean, even if you don't use the perfect corporate jargon.
So I could ask a question naturally, like I'd ask a person, and it might actually get it. That would be a relief.
That's the goal, less guesswork for you.
And there was something about location, too. Location-aware search.
Yeah, geo-personalization.
Hmm.
So if you're looking for something that might be nearby, like a local service or store stock,
Okay.
the search can use your location to show you relevant local results first. Like searching pizza near me, but for that specific company's stuff.
Makes total sense. Like
Hmm.
checking stock at my local branch before I head out. Useful.
Very. And the post hints this is just the start. Predictive search, AI, auto suggest. It's all going to get, well, smarter, more intuitive.
We see bits of that now, but it sounds like it'll feel much more seamless.
Hopefully, almost like it knows what you need before you finish typing.
So for you listening, maybe pause and think about your own search experiences. What works? What makes you just close the tab? Because those frustrations, that's what businesses are trying hard to fix now. Okay, frontier number 2. This one has a catchy title. The generative AI paradox. Novelty versus trust. We're talking ChatGPT, large language models,
Yeah.
all that jazz. Huge potential, but paradox.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? Generative AI could completely change customer interactions. Instant answers, personalized help.
Sounds great. So where's the paradox?
The paradox is that this amazing capability comes with risks, big ones, mainly around accuracy, reliability.
Huh.
The stat they shared was pretty stark. 49% of customers, almost half again, have experienced AI hallucinations.
Hallucinations, you mean the AI just making things up?
Exactly, giving wrong information or stuff that's completely fabricated, and
Yeah.
that really shakes trust.
Yeah, no kidding. If nearly half have seen bad info, I'm not surprised the article says 42% feel they have to double-check what the AI tells them.
Right, and if you have to fact-check everything, what's the point? It slows things down again, defeats the purpose.
So how do businesses deal with that? Use the cool new AI without losing everyone's trust?
That's the million-dollar question. The source suggests a few key things. Number one, connect the AI to verified knowledge bases.
Okay, so ground it. Don't just let it browse the entire, sometimes weird internet.
Precisely. Make sure it's primarily learning from and referencing the company's own accurate, up-to-date info, their facts.
That seems crucial. What else helps build trust?
Explainability, transparency. Basically, the AI should ideally be able to show its work.
Show its work, like in math class.
Sort of, like
Yeah.
showing where the answer came from or the basic logic it used.
Mhm.
If you understand why the AI is suggesting something, you're more likely to trust it.
I see. Knowing it's not just a random guess makes sense. The article also mentioned contextual personalization in this section. How does that fit in?
Contextual personalization means the AI uses what it knows about your current situation.
Like what pages I just looked at, or if I have an open support ticket.
Exactly. It uses that immediate context to tailor its responses. So the answers are more relevant to you right now, which hopefully makes them more accurate and trustworthy, less generic.
Okay, so it's not just a one-size-fits-all bot. It actually pays attention to what I'm doing. That sounds much better.
It should be.
And what about AI coaches? That sounded interesting.
Yeah, that's a cool concept. Imagine AI helpers embedded right into the platform to guide you through tricky stuff.
Like setting up a new product,
Mm.
or configuring something complex.
Or even step-by-step troubleshooting, like having a virtual expert right there, guiding you personally when you need it.
That could definitely smooth out some complicated processes. Okay, so for you listening, think about your AI interactions. Ever gotten bad info? What would make you trust AI support more? Something to consider.
Definitely. Shall we move to the third frontier?
Let's do it. Number 3, privacy-first personalization, the next evolution. This feels like a big one. That constant tension, right? We like things personalized, but we're freaked out about our data privacy.
Exactly that dilemma. And the article nails it. 53%, so just over half, are okay sharing data if they see real value in return.
If, that's the key word.
Yeah, it is. And businesses want that first-party data, obviously, but nobody, and I mean nobody, likes filling out those super long sign-up forms.
Ugh, no. Tell me about it.
So the challenge is, how do you personalize effectively without being creepy or demanding too much upfront?
Right. How?
Well, the source points to some more privacy-friendly approaches. One is behavioral data mining.
Okay, that sounds a little ominous.
It can sound that way, but the article clarifies it's about looking at passive signals.
Passive, like what I click on, or how long I stay on a page.
Yeah,
That's terms.
exactly. Understanding your actions and interactions rather than asking for your name, address, mother's maiden name.
Got it. Learning from what I do, not grilling me for personal details. What else? There was federated learning.
Yeah, federated learning. It's quite clever, actually. It lets algorithms learn from data that Sty's put on your device or within different systems.
So the raw data doesn't get sent to some central mothership.
Correct. The learning happens locally, and only general insights or patterns are shared back. The AI gets smarter from the collective, but individual privacy is much better protected.
Wow, okay. That's a neat trick. Leveraging data without compromising privacy quite so much.
It's a promising direction. And then there's clickstream personalization.
Clickstream.
Yeah,
That sounds like tracking my clicks in real time.
pretty much.
Oh.
It tailors what you see, recommendations, content based on your immediate journey through the site or app right now.
So if I'm looking at coffee makers, it suggests filters or maybe compares models based on that specific session?
Exactly. It's based on what you're doing now, not necessarily your entire life history or broad demographic bucket. Feels more relevant, less stalkerish.
Yeah, I can see that. More helpful, less creepy. And the piece made a really strong point about just basic navigation. Said 45% think easy navigation has the biggest impact.
That's huge, isn't it? It underscores that no matter how smart your personalization is, if the site itself is a confusing mess, people will just leave.
Absolutely. User experience 101, really get the basics right.
Foundational.
So for you listening again, how do you feel about sharing data? When does personalization feel valuable, and when does it just feel intrusive? It's a line businesses are constantly trying to figure out.
Okay, on to number 4. Self-service that serves. This one argues self-service isn't optional anymore. It's non-negotiable.
Yeah, people expect it, but it needs to be actually helpful, right? Not just a dead-end FAQ page from 2010.
Exactly. Our expectations have definitely shifted. We want answers fast, and we want to find them ourselves when we want.
And the stats back that up. 51% want answers right there in the search results.
Uh-huh. And 38%, like, getting helpful content suggestions. And nearly a third, 29%, are ready for AI to guide them through product stuff.
So the demand is there.
Yeah.
How is self-service evolving to meet it? The article mentioned smart widgets.
Right. Smart widgets. Think of them as intelligent little helpers built right into the website or app interface.
So they pop up contextually, based on what I'm doing.
Yeah, potentially. Offering guidance, answering common questions related to that specific page, or walking you through steps without making you hunt for the help section. Help comes to you.
Okay, that sounds pretty useful. Bringing help to where the problem is. What about answer snippets and highlights, like Google's search results?
Exactly like that, showing short, expandable previews of answers directly in the site's own search results.
Ah, so you can quickly see if a page is likely to have your answer before clicking.
Precisely. Saves time, saves clicks, more efficient.
Definitely see the value there. And then Omni search bars.
OmniSearch. This ties back to that unified idea again. It's one search box to rule them all,
Meaning,
meaning it searches across everything. Articles, product info, manuals, forums, videos, whatever knowledge the company has. One search bar accesses it all.
okay, so no more guessing games about where the info might be hiding. That sounds logical.
It should be. But crucially, the article also stresses, even the best self-service needs an escape hatch.
Right. A clear way to get to a human if you're really stuck.
Absolutely. That escalation needs to be seamless, easy to find, and ideally, the human agent already knows what you tried to do yourself. No repeating everything.
Ugh, yes, please. Avoid the repetition. So for you listening, what self-service resources do you actually use? What makes a self-help system good? And what just makes you want to scream?
Huh. Good questions. Okay, final frontier. Number 5. Omnichannel consistency. One experience, many touch points.
This is huge. We all use multiple ways to contact companies now, don't we? The stat was, what, an average of 3 channels?
Around 3, yeah. Website, app, phone, chat, email, social media.
And nothing is more maddening than having to tell your story over and over and over again each time you switch channels.
Oh, it's the worst. It totally kills trust and just makes the whole experience feel broken. Seamless transitions aren't a nice to have anymore. People expect it.
They really do. They expect it to be one conversation, even if it happens across 3 different platforms.
Exactly. So how do businesses achieve that? The source mentions a few strategies. Foundational one, unified customer records.
Seems obvious, right? Everyone in the company should see the same customer info.
You'd think, but it's harder than it sounds sometimes. Sales, support, marketing, they all need access to the same complete current profile. That avoids you having to re-explain your life story every single time.
Please, yes. What else? Real-time synchronization.
This is the techie bit. Using things like APIs and CDPs, customer data platforms, to make sure updates happen instantly across all systems.
So if I change my address on the website.
The support agent sees the new address immediately when you call. No lag, fewer errors.
Okay, essential plumbing for a smooth experience. Got it. And intent mapping.
Intent mapping is about tracking what you're trying to do across all those channels.
So understanding my goal.
Yeah. If the company sees you were browsing product X on the website, then started a chat, they can anticipate you might have questions about product X. Makes the interaction smarter, more proactive.
That could lead to much more helpful conversations. And finally, they mentioned something really futuristic sounding. Channel-aware AI.
Right. This is next-level stuff. Imagine an AI that remembers your conversation even when you switch devices or channels.
Whoa! So I start chatting with a bot on my phone.
Then switch to your laptop later, or send an email, and the AI picks up right where you left off. It maintains the context across everything.
Now that would be a truly unified experience. Seamless.
That's the dream.
So thinking back, listener, have you had experiences contacting a company through multiple channels? Was it smooth? Or did it feel like starting over every time? What could have made it better?
It really brings it all together, doesn't it? These 5 frontiers.
It does. So wrapping this deep dive up, the big message for CX in 2025 seems crystal clear. It's all about reducing customer effort.
Across all these areas: smarter search, trustworthy AI, privacy-respecting personalization, effective self-service, and that seamless omnichannel consistency.
It's about making things easier, smoother, faster for us, the customers.
And succeeding at that takes more than just technology, right? It needs that customer-centric mindset embedded in the business. Always thinking, how can we make this interaction better, more empowering for the customer?
Constantly looking for those friction points.
Mhm.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to chew on.
Hmm.
Every time you struggle with a company online, every moment of frustration, that's not just a bad experience for you. It's a signal to the business,
An opportunity.
an opportunity to innovate, to fix something.
Exactly. So the question to ponder is, how could businesses get better at spotting and smoothing out those little moments of friction in your specific journey? Something to think